downtown Minneapolis. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, the Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in Week 3 and then Chicago in Week 5.
So the false start will back them up 5.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing, Bridgewater. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Packers. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Steps away to his left.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And Lance going to throw.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, it's Lance.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb,
his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
52 blaster. Wait. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Sione Taki, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return, Hardy. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a first down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions in what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
His kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Bridgewater on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Now, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Lance on the move to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the sack on 1st down, Lance. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
1st down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt.
Up and good for Santoso. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In his own end zone, it's Lance.
Rolling to his left.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
George Karlaftis.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hardy set to return. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Yellow. Ready?
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
And this pass broken up. Contact long time there. And now 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Forced out to his left.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
Down.
And they'll go for it. Lance
sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Caught on the slant. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 31.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
One final try now for Lance.
Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped